Hi everybody, it's Flo here, just doing the dodge and burn tutorial as requested. Just before I start this tutorial, A, I want to say I've never actually done a spoken tutorial before, and B, I'm not saying my way of doing it is correct. It's probably completely wrong because I'm self-taught, so I could be doing it completely wrong. But this is how I do it, and this is the way I'm happy doing it. So if it offends anybody, if I don't know, if I'm using the wrong method of anything, I'm sorry. It's just the way I do things. Okay, right, let's start. Right, so open your image in Photoshop. Obviously, you want to get to the point where you've got your crop, your removals, so if you want to remove a head collar, touch-ups, all of that done. Get it sort of, obviously, you should have already corrected the exposure slightly to sort of the general gist of what you want. It doesn't have to be perfect. So first things first, you want to duplicate your layer. Okay, golden rule of Photoshop, always duplicate your bottom layer, because then it can save your butt if you mess up. Okay, so first you want to make your burn layer, so you want to duplicate the layer. Okay, oh goodness me, sorry I'm dying. Okay, and get your curves, just bring it down a touch. Okie dokie, and then what I do is I right click, no I don't, I right click, merge layers, and then here's the masking part. So you want to go down here to this little rectangle with a circle in it, so make a new mask, and then on your keyboard you want to hit Command I or Control I if it's a PC. I'm on Mac, so it's Command I to invert the layer. So obviously, because it's inverted, it's not actually doing anything. When I turn it on and off, it's not, Okay, so then you want to duplicate the set of your original layer again. You want another curves layer. This time you're going to do your highlights. So you're going to bring it up to however you want it. It doesn't matter if it's up here or down here. I just sort of do it around here. And then you want to merge those two layers together. Again, you want to create a mask, and then Command I to invert the layer. So here we've got our dodge layer, and here we've got our burn layer. So we've got our dodge, which is the highlights, burn, which is like the the dark bits and that. Okay, so you can have these any way round you like, but I prefer to have the dodge on top. I just think it makes a slightly nicer effect. Okay, so first you want to select your inverted mask. You want to get the brush, paintbrush. You want to make sure it's white, so up there. And then you just sort of go in where it's dark, paint over the dark patches. It doesn't matter if it looks really over the top, because you can go in and change the opacity of the layer afterwards. So all the bits you want to accentuate or make darker. So you want like the shadows, maybe some muscle tone in the neck, just to make it look a bit more dramatic. So I'm going to go in, and obviously you can change the size of the brush just to get into all the little small places. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just go into all of the dark places, the places I want to dark. Okay, so when you're happy with that, I go to layer opacity and put it like down, and then you can just sort of, so sort of adjust it. Obviously, you don't want it actually to look like that. Just you want it really subtle. So about there. Okay, and then you want to go into your highlights. Same, completely the same again. White brush, going over. You've got to be careful with the eye because sometimes it can overexpose it and make it look really weird. So I'm going to add a tiny bit on that layer. And then, yeah, I'll go in right at the end of when I've finished all my highlights and that. I'll after I've merged all my layers, I'll go in and just add the catch light at the end. The highlights are also really good for like lightening up markings on a white horse. So if the horse is muddy, or if the horse is muddy, or just a bit like if it's a grey horse, it's being clipped out and it's a little bit, the black skin is showing through. You can always use the dodge to go over the white and make it just a bit brighter. Obviously there are other ways of lightening a white horse that actually looks really gross in the photos, so you don't have to rely on this either. It's just, how I like doing it. So. I mean, if you do go over and create like a halo like this, it doesn't matter too much because obviously you're going to change the opacity. And also, if you do make that mistake, top tip from Flo, if you do a halo, you can just get your brush, make a black brush, make the brush smaller, and you can get rid of it, but keep the other highlights. Just like okay, so I'm going to correct this purposeful mistake. Obviously, I don't make mistakes ever. I do. Okay, so make sure you change your brush back to white after you've done that, so you can continue. Done. Again, really subtle. So that's the opacity at 0. Just stepping it up a little bit. Probably, obviously, not really. So step it up. For me, you can do that there. So that's what the image looks like without the dodge and burn, and that's with. You can see it's really subtle. Okay, so that's without, that's with. Okay, just really subtle effect. The what I had done before the picture I posted in the Equine Photography Facebook group, I was being a bit bored. I'd put these 2 layer masks up to opacity 100%, and then I'd hidden these 2, okay? So I got the horse painting sort of thing where the layers are showing through, and you can see what I've added all the different, blah, different dog and burn areas. There we go, got to it eventually. So, yeah, you don't actually want it to look like that, so make your opacity how you like it. Okay, then what I do is I shift, and then I merge layers, and then obviously you can see before and after. Yeah? Not much. And then what I do then, overall, get my nice big dodge tool from over in the panel. I just give a little overall push just to draw the eye into the middle, and I also like to manually burn, not make a vignette, but more make the lighting a bit more dramatic with the burn tool. Just like so. And I might actually go in again and go on a tail. Oh yeah, and then finally, if you want to, you can accentuate the catch light on the eye. Okay, just to give it a bit of spice. Okay, so then, if you're happy with how that looks, you're ready to go into your actions and to, change its colours and that, add some lighting in, maybe do some other stuff, but if you just like how it is now, you can leave it like that and export it. If not, you can go and do more. So again, here's the before, there's the after, before, after, before, after.